Hello, everyone, and welcome. Today, we're going to take that long, kind of dense syllabus for your 7th semester and turn it into something much more useful. A roadmap. A real guide for what is, no joke, one of the most important semesters you're going to have. We're diving deep into the world of AI and machine learning. So you open up that syllabus PDF, right? And you start scrolling and scrolling through all the course codes, objectives, and units. Does it feel a little overwhelming? Yeah, it's a lot to process all at once. But here's an idea. Let's reframe this whole thing. This isn't just a list of classes you have to take. Think of it as an epic intellectual quest. Every course is a new land to explore, and every lab is a real challenge to prove your skills. All right, let's get into it. First things first, we need to look at the map of this world you're about to spend the next few months exploring. So here it is. These are the main territories on your map. You start with machine learning. That's your core foundation. Then you get your toolkit with data science. From there, you can push into the frontier with reinforcement and deep learning, or sharpen a specialist skill with computer vision. And depending on your path, you might pick up the architect's tools in data warehousing or the real game changer, principles of entrepreneurship. Every great adventure has to start with the basics, right? You gotta master the fundamentals. Think of these next courses as your sword and shield, the core tools you'll need for everything else that's coming. And first up is the absolute bedrock of this entire journey, machine learning. This is where the magic happens. We stop telling the computer exactly what to do step by step, and instead we teach it how to learn and figure things out on its own. Your path through this subject is laid out really nicely. First, you'll get the foundations down, the difference between supervised learning, where you give it labeled examples, and unsupervised, where you just let it find patterns. Then you'll master regression, which is all about predicting things like what a stock price might be tomorrow. After that, you'll get into the art of classification, using awesome algorithms like decision trees to teach a program how to sort things into categories. And finally, you'll become a pattern hunter, using clustering methods like k-means to find natural groups in your data. Okay, next up in your core training is data science. Now, if machine learning is about teaching the computer how to think, data science is the whole process of finding, cleaning, and organizing the information so the computer has something good to think about. It's how we turn messy, raw data into actual, useful knowledge. And this course gives you that powerful hands-on toolkit. You're going to get your hands dirty with software like R or Octave. You'll learn the super important real-world skill of cleaning up messy data, making cool visualizations to see what's going on, and then building models to predict the future or classify what you have. So once that foundation is solid, it's time to specialize. This is where you really start to push into the advanced frontiers of AI and decide what kind of expert you're going to be. It's like choosing your character class in a video game. For those of you who go down the data warehousing and data mining path, you get to wear two really cool hats. First, you're the architect, designing and building these massive, organized libraries of data. Then you put on your detective hat. You use those classification and clustering skills you've been building to dig through that library and find the hidden clues and valuable secrets no one else can see. This course is the absolute cutting edge. With reinforcement learning, you'll teach an AI to learn through trial and error, almost like you train a pet with treats. And then with deep learning, oh man, you'll be building those complex, brain-inspired neural networks that are powering everything now, like CNNs that learn to see and RNNs that are masters of understanding human language. And in pattern recognition and computer vision, you get right to the heart of how a machine can possibly understand the world. I mean, this quote is pulled right from the syllabus. It's not just about theory. You'll actually be implementing concepts like Bayes' decision theory to teach a machine how to make smart guesses about what it's looking at, going from basic shapes to complex images. All right, and now for a course that might seem like the odd one out, but trust me, in today's world, this is your secret weapon. This is about taking all those incredible technical skills and turning them into something with real-world impact. The Principles of Entrepreneurship course is designed to give you a totally different way of looking at your work. Look, knowing how to build an amazing AI model is one thing. Knowing how to build a successful business around that model, that's a whole other level. This course gives you a clear 4-step playbook. It's not just theory. It walks you through the whole journey, from getting the right mindset and coming up with an idea, to figuring out the money side of things, and finally to actually executing your vision with a great marketing plan and a strong team. It's how you get from a cool project to a real product. So you've got the map, you've learned the theories. But we all know knowledge is one thing, skill is something else entirely. Skill is forged in practice. And this is where you step into the lab and prove you can actually do it. And your lab work is not just about busy work. You're going to be building some genuinely cool stuff. You'll make a program that can recognize handwritten numbers. You'll use advanced networks that have a kind of memory, called LSTMs, to build a sentiment analysis or even a chatbot. You'll apply CNNs to real computer vision problems. You'll use powerful tools like Weka and use R to simplify complex data. This is where all that theory becomes real, tangible skill. Okay, so the big question, how does all this get graded? Let's talk about how you're assessed. First up, your theory courses. So for theory, a quarter of your grade, 25%, comes from your continuous work throughout the semester. That means showing up and doing the work consistently really matters. The other 75%, the big chunk, is all on that final exam, where you bring everything you've learned together. Now, for the labs, for the hands-on practical skills, the breakdown's a little different, and it makes a lot of sense. See? In the labs, your continuous work throughout the semester carries even more weight. It's a full 40% of your grade. This really drives home that building things and proving your skills week after week is absolutely vital. The final practical exam then makes up the other 60%. So when you put it all together, you can see this semester isn't just a random collection of classes. It is a complete, structured journey. It's designed to take you from the core foundations of AI, lead you into advanced specializations, and arm you with the real-world lab skills, and maybe even the entrepreneurial mindset to go out there and innovate. So the map is in your hands. The tools are all laid out ready for you to master them. The path is clear. There's really only one question left, and it's the most exciting one of all. With all this new knowledge, with all these incredible new skills, what are you going to build?